Hey, you guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to ELD Fishing Live, and we are inside the cave. We are inside the cave. You guys, I hope I was planning to go on a little few minutes earlier. We had a few technical difficulties, but we are ready to go. And it is February the 28th. This is the last day of Black History Month. I want to highlight somebody for you tonight. I have my special guest back, Mr. James Sims, Mr. O'Reilly. Let me bring him in the billy and see how it's going. What's up with you, James? Are you there?
My man. They seen me put a seat cushion in. Hold up. We gonna keep it real. I need to put my seat cushion in. I got a hard chair here.
Okay, man.
How you doing, brother?
Man, I am doing well. I am doing well. And we are out here to say, wake the fish up. We need them to wake up in LA. We need them to wake up in California, Northern California, Southern California, America. Wake the fish up. This is ELD Fishing. Got my man, Mr. O'Reilly in the billy from Lake Legends. And actually, me and Mr. James actually had a time we got to hook up. He came on down. We hooked up in Long Beach. We went out on my boat. We went cruising. Had a good time out there. How did you enjoy yourself, man?
You know, my motto is simple, man. Any day above dirt, I got to make work. So every day is good for me. I don't really trip, so it was exciting. So, you know, me and you have always been on the internet, networking, chopping it up, trying to bridge the gap, if you will, right? And
there you go.
Really had some brotherly experiences out there on that ocean. And I ain't ashamed of none of it. It was beautiful. All the hard parts, the non-fishing catching, that shit is hot. It's called fishing. And it was rough. And tell them about paddling. Tell them about engine not working. Tell them about us surviving. It was great. And we were still brothers and had a great time and a great, to me, experience. So I ain't got nothing to complain about, my man.
Okay. I see we got a few we got a few people in the house. D Natural, what's up, man? He said, what's good, bro? Thank you for checking us out.
Let me try to chat myself. Let me see what I'm saying. Let me see what I'm gonna say.
He said he's still banging the banks. Oh, you know about banging the banks? Oh man, my
Educate me.
Okay, my season one when I started ELD fishing, I believe it was the end of 2019, early 2019. It was We Out Here. It was We Out Here. Wherever it was, that's where I was at. Me and my son EJ, we hit Catalina. That was ELD fishing #1. If you guys get a chance, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Start with episode 1. You'll see me and my son EJ. We were out at Catalina, getting it on. And then when the pandemic hit, I kind of changed the focus to banging the banks because I had to sneak out places and just straight do it from the banks, man. It's like man, you bang the banks. We all bang the banks. It's just getting out there, no boat. Sometimes it's mano a mano, man and fishing pole, and you just let it do what it do. You know, now
I'm a legend for banging them banks.
Lake Legends. You know, I made a little I got a little intro that I want to play, and this is February, the end of February, and as Black men, as Black fishermen, you know, we have some moments in Black fishing history, and tonight I want to highlight a man named Alfred.
Wait. Say that again.
We are Black men,
right?
We are Black fishermen, right. So we're gonna highlight some Black moments, right. And it's a man named Alfred Williams. He was the first Black man to not only qualify for the Bassmasters Tour, but to get on it. And I could just imagine what he had to go through, because as we know, fishing is a good old boy thing. You know, we can turn the TV on now and you know what you gonna see.
It was.
I'm getting a little echo, but we gonna listen. Let me hit this intro.
No. Hold on. Can I say it lower? It was a good old boy sport. Honestly, I realized that good old boys are fishermen too. We all tend to get along on the lake.
Exactly. Fishing is the thing that it don't matter what color you are. It don't matter. The fish don't look at no color. All they see is the hooks in the bait. So if you got the skills for the kill, then handle your business. So people in the comments, let me know is the sound coming in good? You guys don't hear any echoes? If you hear anything, just let us know in the comments and we'll try to tighten it up. But until then, right now, you guys, I have a little quick video for you. And let's hit it off.
Ain't no strikeouts. Ain't no strikeouts, ain't no plane. Strikeouts ain't no plane. Ain't no strikeouts, 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 ain't no plane. Ain't no strikeout, ain't no strikeout, ain't no strikeouts, ain't no plane.
Hey, you should let me make that beat. Ain't no strikeouts, ain't no plan.
Ain't no strikeouts, ain't no plan. From ELD, man, you know, Mr. No Strikeouts himself, your fishing voice of the West Coast. And we're going to make this grow, you guys. So.
Hold on. There you go. Hold on. All right, hold on. There you go. Go ahead.
Get your dubs up.
Right.
Hey, so not only, listen, tonight I'm going to read a few things from my man, Alfred Williams. He said some very interesting things while I was doing a little research. I learned some very interesting things about this guy. And then later on.
Say his name again, please, kind sir.
Alfred Williams.
And what did he do? That's important.
Man, that man was a slayer. That man was a slayer. Let me read a little something that I read that I had. First of all, he is from Mississippi. He's from the SIP. So I want to give a shout out to down south, to all the fishermen down in Mississippi. This is Getty's Branyan. I'm reading this from Bassmaster. He said there was no race-based signs posted along the Mississippi's Pearl River in the early 1950s, where a 6-year-old African-American boy, his mother and grandmother, would congregate with fellow fishermen and women who were blind to color. He said, we used to go fishing. We would have groups of all races down on the river, Alfred recalled, who became the first African-American to qualify for the Bassmaster Classic in 1983.
Wow.
Now,
wait. I graduated in 85.
Man.
Brothers couldn't even get into the competition till then. We was eating fish all our lives.
Really though. And if you look at the Classic now, it's still a good old boys league. You know what I'm saying? I give a shout out to a lot of people that's out there that Alfred paved the way, you know, and when I say that, I showed some other people on that video. And as I go down, I want you to see some of these people. First of all, I'm gonna give a big shout out to the man that's still doing it. Ish Monre. Man, straight killer.
Let's try that name again. You don't look. Let me try. Can I try, please, kind sir, with all due respect for ELD Fishing, the West Coast voice? Can I try that word?
Ish Monre.
Ish Hammy. Ish Hammy. That's my go at it.
And Ish is the only black man to have made it on the Bassmasters Elite Series, which is a higher state. And he became the first African American to win a tour level event in the 38 years of the Bassmasters So Ish is also from California. So big ups to Ish. This is Alfred. Right here, back in the day. Look at the man right there, looking sharp.
Player, clean. He's clean.
Player. Here's a more recent picture of him. Right there.
Wait.
Much respect.
Oh my God! Salute to a general, paving the way, and
salute to a general.
Still slaying. Look at him slaying at that age.
Slaying.
Still slaying at that age, man.
Okay. And because of him, we have people like my man Lattimore. Oh, I even seen this young lady right here. Her name is Torica.
Right. She's first of all, salute to her sister, right?
She ain't playing.
Shout out to Venus in there, but she like, oh shit, she prettier than them. Salute to slaying sister.
All our sisters beautiful, man. All our sisters is beautiful.
Say her name again, ELD, so people can research her.
That's Torica. Her name is Torica Whitty. Right here. Torica Whitty.
Torica Whitty. Salute, sister.
Yes.
You had hold on. You had a little background on her at first too. Give me some, because you told me. Give it to them, please.
She's retired. Been in the military, Army, I believe. Vet, and the basic thing is I just want to let you know that we have people out there doing their thing, and also in that video I highlighted not only people that's on the bass tours, but I think I showed some brothers that's doing their thing in YouTube. Whether it's my man Papa Hook and Fishing Ken at Hook City.
Papa Hook. Oh, that's nasty.
Gotta shout out my boys Dub and Buster Fonte from down in Texas, Boss Man. It's a lot of people doing some things, but then that brings it back to how we trying to get going up in this game. So big salute, man. It's Black History Month. It's the end of Black History. I just wanted to do something for us, man, because when I was a young child back in '83, I didn't know who he was at the time. It wasn't on television. Again, when all I saw was the man with the T on his hat, and he was a slayer, but didn't look like me. So
if I may add, think about it. You've been fishing since you were a kid, right?
So big ups to my dad.
Yeah, salute to the pops, right? So take that back. For your vision was way deeper than mine, right? Meaning that I fished later, and I knew I was never nothing new to fishing because I knew people that fish, because our older uncles come back, we ate fish, right? Mm-hmm. They went to piers and something like that, but somehow our culture does not really identify with fishing. And we do not eat. Say, for instance, this. Fishing is $1 billion industry. Our culture does not make a dime off of it. We don't sell fishing line. We don't sell weights. And we buy everything. And it's just like any other industry that we get exploited. But I'm glad that now ELD Fishing is here. It's not that there's, everybody, the people need to be seen, right, and accounted for.
Well,
hold on, let me say this: if we make the water wave, we need to be respected. That's all.
Okay, when you said that there, I do know. I want to give a shout out to Mag 12 Swim Baits. That's a brother that makes his own baits. If you out there catching lean cod, halibut, any saltwater fish, man. Check out Mag 12. I got to give him a shout out, man. Mag 12 swim base, and he's located.
And he excuse me if I may, he has actually a pioneer.
He's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. So listen, I'm gonna play another video. We're gonna come back to you in a second, and I want you to talk about Nobody Beats My God. Nobody beats my God. You got a little bit of echo. Let me I'm gonna come right back to you. Let me hit this little video right here, you guys, and
ELD fishing.
Right back with the LD fishing.
We came out here like a year ago, and we caught nothing but a buzz.
A buzz might be the best thing to catch here.
Did you know though that when the fish jump, because they're trying to catch something, tell them they're trying to eat. Yes. I just learned this today.
Okay. And what's your name again?
I'm Jeanette.
Jeanette.
I grew up fishing.
Okay.
I just learned how to fly fish, so I actually.
So you have to subscribe to ELD Fishing.
Well, yeah. Subscribe to ELD Fishing.
There you go. And
Subscribe to ELD Fishing.
and what's your name?
My name's Taylor.
Taylor. All right, you got. Here we go.
When I walk through,
ELD Fishing. That's how we're doing it. I'll let you know.
I got sauce too. With the gang, chop a raincoat. When I walk through,
ELD Fishing.
Boom, boom, boom. When I walk through. Hey, James, guess what? We got sauce too. California, stand up. We got sauce too in this fishing game, you guys, and we coming with it. Hey, you guys, listen, this is one thing that we do need as Black YouTubers, as Black fishermen. I have a channel. My man right here has a channel. I want you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. I know you might be watching us now on Facebook. You might be watching me on ELD Fishing. I want to give a shout out to all the fishing crews, all the California fishing crews, all the fishing crews across America, all the fishermen, the fisherwomen, because we're trying to get some things started that not only affect us, but we want it to affect the younger generation of kids. We want to get them interested in this more, you guys. So please, we do need support for our channel, and you can start by supporting with a subscription. All you have to do is click it and hit a like. It's free. So if you guys watching right now, I see some comments. Let me check out some comments and see if I can answer some questions. We got Regina M. Starks. How are you doing, young lady? We got my boy Andrew Melnick. I went fishing with my man Drew.
Hey, you guys, sis, how you doing? I love you, sis. That's my sis, my minister, and my best friend, Regina Sim Starks. Yes.
Before you start talking about Nobody's Beats My God, I want to you have a ministry. You're not a preacher, but it's a preacher on your ministry. I think your sister Regina Starks is one, and her husband is the preacher. I have tuned in a few Sundays because your ministry actually comes on before my church starts, which starts at 10:45. I think yours comes on around 10.
Yeah, 10 o'clock service.
Around 10 o'clock service.
And then the 6 o'clock service.
Okay, I have heard some very unique messages that were very inspiring, and the good thing is that the platform that I stand on, the platform that me and you connected on, and I want you guys to know, if I put this up right here, it says faith, family, fishing, fun, and the last F is fellowship.
Right.
And I had to make it, if it can't give glory to God, then I can't be a part of it, because I can't be ashamed of what has brought me through so many trials and tribulations in my life, because, I've made decisions when my mind started thinking, there's been times when my thinking was stinking, but if I keep my eyes on him, because when things were dark, when things weren't going right, my mom and dad took me to Sunday school. They taught me about Jesus at an early age. And even though when I made my own decisions, and I went with the world, and I went with things, and I did this and that. See, I had something rooted in me, You know what I'm saying? So when I can stand today as a man and I say that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and he has brought me through so many things, you know, I will not be ashamed. And, you know, and if you ain't down with that, then you just ain't down with that. That's something that we start on. That's the foundation of everything. So, and before we go any further, man, I definitely been praying, and I hope you guys pray for those people over in Ukraine and that's getting bombed and shot at, and people are dying and families are being affected. Is that my prayers go out that God's will be done in this situation, that I hope that peace can come to those people, and the world will just be a better place, man, because all that violence and all that stuff, we have to deal with it enough. But to have some man come dropping bombs on you and everything just lets us know how good God is to us, that we don't have to experience that today we can be here and talk about things like fishing and all that. So I'm gonna give you a second.
God is great.
God
is gracious.
For that, and then before I come back, I want to show y'all some of this stuff right here, man. That we do have a little merch going on nowadays. You know what I'm saying? We got the classic black ELD fishing shirts. We got some hoodies.
I'm getting one of those. Save my size.
We got them in pink for the females.
That ain't pink. That call it salmon.
Salmon. Oh, that's salmon pink. Okay, I got you. But take the floor for a minute. Please do. I don't know what started I noticed the shirts, man. Your artist, the Nobody Beats My God. I seen your shirts. I seen your artwork, and I've actually went to your pop-up where you had in the city of Carson, which I think you have every other Sunday, and you sell merch, and there's a lot of other vendors around that's doing things. So, man, take a second, talk about that.
Interesante. So it will sound like a testimony. It will. Well, I'm gonna walk it and speed it up. In a dark time of my life, I raised 6 kids. I've been working all my life. Anyway, it seems at one point my job was done as a father, and it was a transitional period in my life where I had worked 20 years for corporate America, working at internet companies. And I raised all the babies, the girl, whoever wanted to go to college went. So as I transitioned and moved forward, I was going through some, it was a spiritual point. And me and Father had a lot of conversations during that point. And I had big boards on the wall, big white boards on the wall. And I was living without telling all my business, I was living in a separate room with my wife. So things and revelations happen. And one day, I've never been able to cry all my life. So I'll take it back in the middle of the pandemic. I'll speed it up. I had an awakening and a beautiful experience. I was able to cry for all the people that I couldn't cry for all my life. And I was on the ground for felt like 30 minutes laughing and crying. And he told me to start writing things on the wall, and he gave me an assignment. And that was told me to start 10 minutes of prayer. Immediately I did without trying to skip. It was a young man, my man, Brian Williams, that I called him out of nowhere and said, listen, man, I know this is going to sound crazy, but God told me to ask you to do 10 minutes of prayer tomorrow at 3:00. So
it started with 10 minutes of prayer, and that turned into the service. Okay.
And then that same day, my brother-in-law that I've known only in the other light. he was on this side of that, and I was on this side of that. So while he was in possibly, I don't want to tell his bill. Well, he's honest with his life. when he was into addiction, I probably sold more drugs then. Right.
But God switches all that, and all things come together for good. And now, from the dark side of our,
please,
go on with it.
Let me walk this. So he seen the live broadcast. I never knew how I was going to do it. And nothing, I started inviting people. It was the middle of the pandemic, and I think I was crying out loud, and I think part of me wanted to help in some kind of way, but it wasn't about me. He told me to start it, and I called somebody, and they cooperated too. Then my brother-in-law called me. He said, "I seen what you did. Man, can I do that next Sunday?" And I said, "Yeah, man, let me see what time I can move you in." And I said, "How about 10? So I moved him in the slot. Now he's the anchor. I said, I'm throwing out emails and telling everybody, okay, listen, we're going to have 10 minutes of prayer, minister time, because he told me he had a ministry, that he had his ministry license. I didn't ever know he had it. He's just been my brother-in-law for forever, and I only know him for the dark side of things because we both was over there. So speed it up. He came on, and it was electricity. It was just, I think I cried. That was the second Sunday. Now, the same guy that started it with me would not answer the phone for a whole 2, 3, 4 hours. And I called my sister, and I said, "Listen, sis." And we had a death in the family the same day. We had a couple. So my cousin Donna and her husband were in the hospital at the same time in COVID from different sides of the hallways. And my sister was talking to her husband. He said, "I think I want to go see my wife." She said, "Well, go ahead and see your wife." They were both suffering. He died. So that day. So the announcement by the internet and Facebook was to let everybody know, hey, and our phones were all ringing, texting. So the guy, he wouldn't answer his phone for the 3 o'clock session, service. So I called Gina and I said, "Sis, I know you." She was reluctant because she said she has her ministry degree, but or license, whatever it is, but she was reluctant to do it because she was working on other things. So when she came on, she said I made her do it, but I think the Spirit made her do it, and she warmed the family in a time when we needed it, and we ain't never missed an episode since. We've been not episode. Sorry, I hate to service since. It's been over a year and two services. So we just
how can they catch it, man? How can they catch the show? When, where?
Can I say this though? I'm just saying, as a 55-year-old man, I'm just happy to have an assignment. Salute to my father.
So you got an assignment, man.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a good thing when we can't find our assignment. I was putting up some of these messages that people have been saying, some of these comments, and my man Andrew said, "Yeah, we getting deep on this, bro." I don't know when he knew it was coming on. Yeah, I'm gonna give things. I have to get deep when it comes to God in this, because if it wasn't for that, then when we speak about that dark side, we still be on the dark side. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Andrew know what I'm talking about. Listen, I want to thank you, man, for this. I want you guys to check out the Nobody Beats My God Ministries on Sunday. You can check it out. James Sims on Facebook.
Hold on, let me explain to him. I'm just a host. I don't preach. I just facilitate the platform.
There you go.
Music, and I shut up and I close it out.
And they come with and you do the music. I see. Hey, and it's a good time. And you guys check my man out, Lake Legends, James Sims, on Facebook, on YouTube. You guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, ELD TV. I got some merch coming out, you guys. I want you guys to hit me up. We got some shirts, we got some hoodies, and we got some gaiters, the face mask coverings. My man, Leg Legend, he got merch. You guys support the channel, help us grow. We're going to get better and better. And I'm going to make an announcement. We are going to start coming on Mondays. Every Monday, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Let's just say 7 o'clock Mondays. No, 6 o'clock. Let's go 6. Let's go 6 because we want to hit the.
I'm good.
We kind of want to hit the East Coast too, and it'll be about 9 o'clock there. You know, right now we are small. You guys, my birthday is coming up in March. March 7th. And I only won one thing. You know, I have like.
Hold the pluck up. I think that's my cousin MD's birthday too. Man, I
yeah.
Take him out fishing. We should go fishing on your birthday.
That's you know what? Hey, we might do that.
On the ocean. On the ocean. Not your boat. But
listen, next week we're gonna talk about the fishing trip with him, and I'm gonna we went out there and I had a few boat problems on the outside of the break wall, and we almost hit the rocks, and we had to pedal a little bit. But again, I made a phone call to my dad, and he just told me what to do, and everything was all right. So anyway, you guys, thank you for coming here tonight, waking the fish up. We gonna hit one more little thing. Hold on, because I didn't tell him to wake up today. But you know what I'm gonna tell him right now? Wake him up.
Wake him up.
Wake the fish.
Wake the fish up, man. Wake the fish up, man.
Fish up.
You just got to wake the fish up. You just got to wake the fish up.
Wake up. You just got
to wake up Los Angeles, wake up California, wake up fishing family. It's ELD fishing. Wake the fish up. It's going.
Y'all, wake the fish up. If you're watching this right now, do me one favor. Hit the like button. Likes count. We are on a system of algorithms and all this stuff with the computer. If you're watching, give a thumbs up. If you're watching it later on, give a thumbs up. Right. If you're watching it tomorrow or next week, give a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, ELD TV on YouTube. You guys, Mr. Really, James Sims from Lake Legends, I want to thank you for supporting me on this channel, man, for coming in and riding with me and giving and just telling me, let's go now. And I'll be pausing and everything. And you guys, I'm going to make a commitment to come on once a week. The time is going to be Mondays, 6 o'clock. Mondays, 6 o'clock, no later than 7. Somewhere in there, you guys, I will send I will send out and let you know what the time it is. But we're looking at Mondays at 6 o'clock every Monday. It's going to be like Monday Madness. And we are going to get into some more fishing. And we will be talking about tips. We were talking about places. We're going to have.
Hold on. We're going to be talking about completely fishing. Berto and Lips and that dude, the fish guy. They always be mentioning my name in videos. I want to let them know I'm coming for you. Oh, man, really? The real killer is coming. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
I want to give a shout out to I talked to a man called I haven't met him, but it's some California Slayers. I know this man named Rick Kizzy, and I hit him up and told him I wanted an interview about 3 weeks ago. Would it be possible if I can get if he blessed me with an interview? He said yes. I had some technical difficulties last time and we didn't get back to it, but I definitely want to get Rick and possibly Judith, man. They are some superb fishermen. They fish in places that, oh man, they're up in the mountains catching the most beautiful trout, and they slayers. And I will have everything ready when we get down. But hey, Rick, I'm coming for you, man. If it's not next Monday, the one after that, I need you. My man James Sims, I'm gonna see you back on here. I'm gonna need you to do some music for me and come on. And you guys, peace out. Wake the fish up. California, support this brother out here. We trying to get out, man, in this fishing game. Holla at you guys. I'm gonna take y'all out with.
And hold up. Thanks, man, for inviting me.
Man, you know you good. You know you good. If you got listen, and when you get off here, if you do want to watch a good show, I did a 5-part series which called From Bluegill to Bluefin. And it just basically talks about a journey of mine as a young kid. I started off catching bluegill, bass, catfish. And last year I went on a bluefin journey, man, out to the Tanner Banks. Big shout out to Captain Tucker. And on the Endeavor, had a great time. Big shout out to the Wet Daddies fishing crew, Richard Davis, man, and all the Wet Daddy family, and man, all SoCal Fish Whisperers. Kick out some names right now, James. What crews you know? SoCal Fish Whisperers, Hook 'em and Book 'em, Completely Fishing, Lake Legends, all that. You guys, we out of here. Peace out. Holla at your boy.